Gypsy Rose Blanchard's boyfriend,
Oh, God, it went right in damn Gypsy Rose.
Ken, confronts the guy that left the GRINDR comment. Remember this comment that was left for Gypsy just a few months ago? It says, by the way, Gypsy, you should really investigate on Ken. Some of us have met him on GRINDR, and GRINDR is a gay app.
Oh, my Lord. Y'all, this is YouTuber Headlines. Make sure you subscribe to us down in the description.
FYI. Cowboy Bear for You joined Sir Morbid.
Oh. They didn't already hit us with the Cowboy Bear for You. Damn. All right, let's keep going.
X's YouTube Live. He started telling his story of what happened, how he met up with Ken, etc. Then Ken joins the live, and Ken wants to debate this guy. So things get interesting, to say the least. Cowboy Bear claims he has a video of the night he met up with Ken. This live is over 5 hours. A lot goes down in this live. Let's get into it.
Oh, my word. He wanted to debate him? I wonder if he's a master debater. Oh, that means a good debater. YouTube, TikTok overlords. That's a good one.
This guy, Cowboy Bear for You, is this legit or?
It's very legit. Thank you for having me. What got it all started was I left a message on Gypsy Instagram. It's been a couple of weeks ago. And to let everybody know, I am not bringing this out for his sexuality. My main concern.
Hell no, it's 2024. Do what you want to do. Just don't do it to kids.
I don't really care about Gypsy.
You got some grown ass people into the same crazy stuff you're into, and you're not hurting anybody or kids. By all means,
his main concern
burn the candle at both ends
because of the baby, and this baby is coming in this world, and she needs to be warned. Some of us met Kent on GRINDR, and GRINDR is a gay app for your information. And the only reason I had put that on there is because she was pregnant, and if you are indeed the father of her child.
That's right. Child,
and Brian's not the father of the child.
Jerry said, I don't know. Some of these Gypsy videos are boring. I know. That's why I'm here. That's why I'm here, y'all. I try to condense all these videos. I try to find the good. Well, y'all send me the good ones, and I go, okay, let's talk about these. But I try to interject. You know what I mean? Because sometimes they do drag. I'm not gonna lie, they're dragging. But that's why I'm here, y'all. That's why I say tune in every night. Come hang out with me, y'all. Come hang out with me. All right, let's keep going.
Which I do believe it's his baby. But if you are the baby's father, then she needs to be aware if you have been playing around on GRINDR and met other guys, and she needs to be aware of this in case you're bringing something back to her, or you had played on GRINDR before you met up with her back in February or whenever y'all met. And she needs to be aware, and that's what I was bringing awareness. But
oh shit, he's talking about like bring something back like the HIVs and that kind of stuff, huh?
It went everywhere, and people were sending me DMs trying to friend request me. So I finally came up and spoke up today.
Cowboy claims he met Ken 2 years ago in Texas. And he also
YouTuber Headline, your audio comes in hot.
Claims he met up with Ken not once,
I hit that compressor action,
but twice.
I did meet him 2 years ago. I did meet him on GRINDR. I met him twice.
Are you in Texas?
Yes, but it was twice, and it was through the.
Man, that dude looks like he ran for senator and got like 2 votes.
Emotional damage.
He voted for himself and his grandma. That's a crazy looking picture right there. That looks like he modeled for Abercrombie and Ditch.
That was easy.
Oh, let's keep going.
the Grinder app. People ask if I have receipts. The only thing that I have receipts from is when I did meet up with guys on Grinder, I did screenshot their profiles, just in case when I met up with them and something went wrong.
He might have screenshotted more than there. I'll stop.
Live me or something, then
Man, it's too easy though.
somebody could look at my phone.
Cowboy for You sends the host, Morbid, screenshots of Ken's alleged Grinder account. This is the profile
Lord.
picture Cowboy Bear sent over. He said, this is from Grinder. At the time, it says Ken was 29. I just Googled it. Ken is 31 now.
Oh, Lord.
And this is a screenshot of Ken's alleged Grinder profile. It says he's bisexual, 155 pounds. He's a bottom. I'm sure
Whoa.
you know what that means. And his tags are bondage, bubble butt, art.
He's the one that doesn't fall in Jenga. Those bottom pieces never fall in Jenga. You know that? That's the life hack right there.
Cooking, beach, curious, bear, and bi.
What's up here? Sorry.
It's a bear. Yeah.
It's a big guy. Big
And
gay
if they're
guy.
into bigger guys.
No,
Harry, big hairy guy.
Cowboy, how tall was Ken when you met him?
I'm 5'11", so
Oh, really? So he was short. I thought he was over 6 feet. You're 5'11", so was he almost your height?
just a little bit taller, I guess.
Oh, he was taller than you.
I remember, yes.
Edging 6 feet. That's what I think.
Oh, Lord.
it's Jock.
Yeah, what does that mean, Cowboy?
He's like jock, like a football jock type.
He wants
Athletic
a jock.
build. So Cowboy, Ken was looking for something serious. He wants a date.
Yeah.
This is where Ken comes to the chat. First, he leaves a comment in the chat. Then he joins the live a few minutes later.
Oh,
He
damn.
says, my Facebook picture, nice. I'm 200 pounds also. Clearly a fake. Y'all getting trolled.
Years ago, Cowboy.
Okay.
Cowboy Bear goes on to point out that on TikTok, Instagram, and Facebook, he has followers. He doesn't have a fake account. He is sharing this information about Ken from his real account. He's saying he's not a troll. He's a real person with a real account with real followers. Cowboy
He's a real boy.
Bear also claims
I went all Pinocchio on y'all. Sorry.
he has spoken to other men who also met up with Ken, but they don't want to come forward with their story.
These other guys that have contacted you have a story as well. I think y'all just need to put it all out there.
Well, I've asked them, and they don't really want to come forward, and that's their prerogative. I mean,
Yeah.
some
Yeah.
people don't want to come forward, and I get that.
Cowboy claims when he met up with Ken mentioned he had dated someone in prison. I'm stressing had because that's an important piece.
Whoa. Wit, thank you for the super chat, by the way. And yes, probably a new Agatha May video. Let's see how much we can get through.
To this puzzle. Then he explains how he found out about Gypsy and made the connection that Gypsy's Ken was also the Ken that he allegedly hooked up with.
When all this
Oh, Lord.
come about, and then I found out who Gypsy Rose was, and I didn't even know who she was until recently. I didn't even know who she was 2 years ago.
Cowboy Bear for you said, every rose has its thorn.
So when I saw him on TV, and I remember his face, and I remember him telling me when I did meet up with him that he had dated a woman that was in prison. Again, this was just only a hookup. There was no dating. It was a 2-time thing.
Cowboy Bear says he's had to lock down all of his social media accounts and the media has reached out to him. They want to hear his story.
TV media reach out to me. I'm not trying to gain fortune or money or any notoriety about this. I've declined, all TV media to, they've reached out to me and I've declined them all. I've also had other people. I've had 4 other people that's messaged me that saw my message on Instagram saying they had met him on Grindr as well.
Oh Lord, Katie, thank you.
Talking about Ken being a bottom, and Cowboy explains why Ken is a bottom.
Is he a bottom?
He
Wait,
has to
so
be
you
because
had relations with him?
On
You
the-
had sexual relations. You said you hooked up with him twice.
Entertainment and educational purposes only. TikTok overlords.
And he's a bottom.
yes, he has to be because he's a little short at the end of the stick. So I don't know how the Gypsy got pregnant.
Well, you're
Oh hell no. Man, this is probably the point where kid jumps in the chat. He's like, man, did I just get called out for having a Vienna sauce? Oh no, that's crazy as hell. That's crazy as hell.
Emotional damage.
Let's continue on, shall we?
cowboy. You're a bear. Are you a bear?
Yes, I'm
Okay.
a bigger guy. Yes,
Yep. Okay.
and the
So
other
when you
people
saw,
that reached
Okay, go
out
ahead.
to me that's met up with him are bigger guys as well. He
Colleen!
came over, we did our
Hookup.
thing, and came back the second time and did our thing, and that was it.
Okay.
Did you know that he was a bartender and
Did he have hair back
No,
then?
we didn't really talk. We didn't do really a background.
Did he
It
have
was
hair
just,
back
hey,
then?
you
bang it
hook
out?
up.
And yeah.
And then when he came over, and he's like, "Look, I'm not totally gay. I'm bi. I have a girlfriend. She's in prison."
His choice of words here are interesting. Now he's saying, Ken said, I have a girlfriend. She's in prison. Before he said, Ken said, I had dated someone in prison. That's just something to note. He could have just misspoke, but during his debate with Ken brings this up. So keep that in mind.
And I just, want to release. I have bisexual. I'm bisexual. So,
Okay.
and I didn't even know who Gypsy was back then. So.
Cowboy also
Indeed.
says he's not a clout chaser, and Gypsy blocked him on Instagram. And then Ken leaves another comment in the chat.
Ken says, well, that right there shows he's a liar. Me and Gypsy weren't together 2 years ago. Y'all are getting trolled.
That's why I put so much emphasis on his choice of words, because Ken is saying, you're getting trolled. He's lying because Gypsy and I were not together 2 years ago. At first, Cowboy said, Ken said, I had dated a woman in prison. Then he goes on to tell more about his story and says that Ken said, I am dating someone in prison. Ken uses that to call Cowboy a liar.
Are you trolling us, or is this real?
Me?
Like,
This is real. I would not troll you, no.
One of the creators reads a comment from Ken in the chat.
He said, as soon as he said, I told him I was in a relationship with Gypsy when we met up 2 years ago, shows he's lying since me and Gypsy broke up in 2019.
Well,
I
obviously
mean,
you were lying to me because you told me that you had a girlfriend that was in prison. So
Well, I
Tracy,
think he had a
thanks for that.
girlfriend at
does the timeline really matter? What matters is, did you bang it out?
he told me he was 29.
Oh no.
He was 29, what his profile said.
did he have a lot of hair back then?
Not really.
Yeah, who paid
Man.
for the hotel?
Dutch.
Oh man, what happened? Did you do the dine-in ditch? I don't know.
I mean, Ken, if you
You
just
have to realize when you meet
The Beanie Weenie and Panini. The Beanie Weenie and Panini.
people on Grinder, it's not a dinner and a movie. It's
Right.
It's just like
a hookup.
I
get
know,
to it, get to the
You know,
effing,
it's
baby.
like-
There's Hulu and Man Glue.
Right. It's not
yeah,
like
you meet
hey,
up,
Lori,
you do your
get to know
thing,
you.
and you leave. And if they're good enough, you invite them to come back.
Ryan, Gypsy's soon-to-be ex-husband, gets brought into this because Ken believes that Ryan could have paid Cowboy to come out with his story.
Whoa.
Dan in chat was accusing
Oh.
you
Oh.
of being a friends with Ryan, or Ryan paid you
Rhonda,
to
right?
talk
Who
about
said
it.
that?
I've even reached out and
Y'all, that deserves these damn hearts. We better hit 50 of these hearts, y'all. I'm throwing zingers out tonight. That's a damn meerkat that just appeared on my screen. Thank you, whoever sent that. Whoever sent that, it didn't show me. It disappeared. It's going too fast.
And
Or did I just hallucinate a meerkat? I might have hallucinated a damn meerkat. The hell are they putting in these gin and tonics?
tried to contact Ryan, and he has not contacted me back. I've got messages where I try to reach out to him on Instagram or on TikTok, and I can prove and send you a screenshot. He has not contacted me at all.
There's KK. Got you.
Now, Ken
Thanks
wants
for
to
being
join
here,
the live,
Kitty.
and this isn't the first time Ken has joined Morbid's live. He has joined before. They also have an interview set up, like a one-on-one interview set up. Morbid is going to interview Ken, and I believe he's going to allow other creators to submit questions so everyone can ask Ken their questions. That interview is set up in the near future, but now let's get into the live. Ken has a lot to say.
I had to come in and try to debunk this person. So anybody could just make a fake profile using my Facebook picture that I've used for the last couple of years. So why don't you go ahead and show some screenshots of our DMs if you have them, and show some evidence of the date of the screenshot. Because whenever you screenshot something, if you go into the information of the picture, it'll show you the date and time. So any of that proof would be kind of finite. So why don't you go ahead and show it? Okay, 2 years ago doesn't matter.
2 years ago, and I had
Doesn't matter if you have the screenshot of my profile. It'll still be on your camera roll, right?
Speaking. This was over a little 2 years ago, and I had screenshotted this on my phone.
Okay,
and it
so
was
let's see the date and time.
iPhone 11 or iPhone 10 at the time that
Perfect.
I had screenshotted.
iPhones keep all that kind of information. So why don't you go ahead and screenshot the date and time of the screenshot, and then send that over.
The only screenshot is what I had sent to him.
Correct.
What he has now.
I mean, I could make a fake profile right now and take a screenshot of it.
The thing is that when you come out the gate, like, well, then why don't you just go ahead and send a screenshot then? I mean, come on, like, if iPhones store all that information, if you just send a screenshot. I mean, at that point, it's like, just, if he's actually trolling you, then troll him back. You know what I mean? Like, if somebody's trolling you, like, hard like that, just troll him back. Be like, oh, yeah, oh, yep, I do remember you now. Yeah. You trying to say I got a beanie weenie? Hell no. You know what I mean? Like, if it's not true, you have to have, you just, at that point, you're like, okay, whatever. Let's just joke about it because it's stupid. You know, come in there like, well, if somebody bring up your iPhone and under analytics and statistics, you find out that it was actually screenshotted 2.5 years ago. Blah, 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 blah.
Send it over, right? Okay, fine. Let's say that you don't have the date and time. Okay, send a screenshot of the DMs then. Let's do that.
My awareness, and I have 4 other people that reached out. Okay, I've had 4 other people reach out.
Oh, that's crazy loud.
Met you on Grindr as well.
How many people?
Let's see it.
Let's see it. That I met you in that hotel room.
What hotel?
You told me about you having that girl that you were dating in prison. You
right.
did.
I wasn't even dating Gypsy 2 years ago. We separated 5 years ago.
Well, I don't know, but that's what you told me. I didn't even know who Gypsy was.
Okay, I understand. I understand when you have to make a story up on the spot. You have to, like, there's gonna be links there. Go ahead and show something finite.
But that dude has absolutely no reason to make a story up on the spot. He turned down the interviews. He closed the social medias. What would be the reason? Desiree, thank you.
He's been saying
I'm
this.
fucking dying for it. Literally, I'm begging for it. I'm begging for some, like, real.
Yeah, you were. Allegedly. We don't know these people, y'all. This is all AI anyway. None of this is real. Plus, we live in a simulation, so what the hell? And if we don't live in a simulation, we're on a rock that's just hurling through space at like hundreds of millions of miles an hour. So does it all even matter? No.
Proof, not just a screenshot of a fake profile they probably created like a month ago, but like a date and time of the screenshot, a screenshot of the DMs apparently that we had, name in the hotel, etc. Let's go ahead and see that.
Listen to this next part closely. They ask Cowboy, what hotel did you meet Ken at? And he doesn't seem to 100% remember the name of the hotel, but then listen to what Ken says.
What hotel was it? Do you remember?
It was the Reunion Towers, the Reunion in Dallas.
Oh, that's in Dallas, man. That's that spinning ball. They had all kinds of balls spinning. The Reunion Tower, man, that's a big old ball that just spins like this.
Does that ring a bell, Ken?
That's not even a hotel,
right
dumbass.
next to the
I
Reunion
used to
Tower
work
in
at the
Dallas,
hotel
yes.
at the Hyatt, which is
The
connected
Hyatt
to the
Hotel right next
Reunion
to the
Tower, but
Reunion
there's
Tower,
no
yes.
hotel called the Reunion Tower.
Ken used to work at the Hyatt that's connected to the
Yeah, people think it's the Reunion Tower, but it is part of it.
Reunion Tower, where you can buy tickets to their viewing area. Is this a coincidence?
And you can eat in the restaurant right there.
What are the chances that Cowboy names the Reunion Tower, which is connected to the Hyatt where Ken used to work? If Ken was meeting guys from GRINDR and hooking up with them, I'm not saying he did, but if he was doing this, would he take them to the hotel where he works to get a discount on the rooms? Or maybe he could get free rooms? Or do you
Well, look at Reunion Tower, and you tell me why he wants to. Somebody would want to meet up with. Man, just YouTube, look at Reunion Tower. Can you pick out which one it is?
think that's a completely
Wendy, thank you.
dumb move to take people that you're hooking up with from GRINDR to your place of work because people might see you?
But it was next to the Reunion Tower. It was the Hyatt Hotel.
Okay, so let's see a screenshot of this conversation.
Cowboy just said it was the Hyatt Hotel, and Ken just said he used to work there. Is that a coincidence? What are the chances of Cowboy naming the hotel where Ken used to work?
That
You
was
have that?
because you
There's hundreds of hotels in that area.
know as well as I do, when you message on Grindr, the messages go away.
I would have
When
no idea because I've never
you
downloaded
exit
the app.
out of that,
Okay, so let's just boil
screenshots of
this
the
down real quick.
profile
Let's just boil this
in
down real
case
quick.
you were some kind, if you were going to unalight me like you did.
Right, it's a great story.
That was the
Great
only
story.
reason I took pictures of the screenshot of the photo in case you did something to
Ken,
me.
you have
Right,
to admit,
okay.
this is if it is fake, it's a pretty good troll. I mean, like,
I mean, is it though?
And you
It's
worked at
it's
the
just
tower?
a screenshot of a profile. that
no, I'm
anybody
not talking
could
about
make?
his receipts. Now I agree with you. That's bullshit. It could be.
Right.
I don't know. Sorry, Cowboy. I'm
It's
just saying.
definitely a
But did I hear
layered
right?
story for sure. I have to wonder what the motive is.
He just seems so
Yeah.
serious.
There's no
I
motive.
wonder if
There's no
somebody's
motive.
paying
You
him,
know,
Hold
or
on.
that he's a
I've
friend of
had-
somebody
listen
who
to me,
hates
Ken.
us. Or,
I've
I mean,
had-
listen,
Ken,
TV
didn't
media
you?
reach out to me? Have I talked to them? Have you seen me on TV? Have you seen me talk to TMZ or any of them? No, I have not talked since I left a message on her IG about what I said. I've had TV media reach out to me. Have I talked to them? No. They've offered me to pay me money to talk about this. I said no. Care less about your small ass dick. About
see, there you go. See, there's the digs.
Oh, man. Oh, Lord have mercy. Oh, no.
there too. So that's how, like, you know, it smells like shit because he's throwing in there like digs about
Hold
me,
on.
What?
adding into the story. It just rings like bullshit.
Apparently, allegedly, he's adding into the story because there wasn't much you could add to the story, is what he's saying. You know what I mean? Damn. 50 Shades. Thank you, Desiree. Thank you.
Apparently, it was good enough for a
Listen to
second
me.
meetup,
I
right?
have a big following
Terrible
on
as
TikTok.
you described me physically, it was good enough for a second meetup.
Ken, did you work
Whoa.
at the tower? Did you say you worked at the tower?
Man, sometimes it just be a slow Tuesday, you know? You got
He said the Hyatt or
I
something.
used to work at the Hyatt Regency back in
Hyatt Regency.
Was that where it went down the second time or the first time, Cowboy? According to you.
Hotel, that's where I was staying at.
Okay.
But you said the Reunion Tower Hotel. You
By the
didn't say
Reunion
name of the
Tower,
hotel.
yes.
I
couldn't
said the name
remember
of the
the
hotel.
name brought up because
Hyatt and the Reunion are
Okay,
together.
listen, like I said, all that he's shown receipt-wise is a picture of a profile that anybody can make. I'm asking for, and I wouldn't be asking for this if I was
I went to a prom at the Hyatt Regency and we ate at the Reunion Tower.
so guilty.
Well,
I
other people
want,
say they have photos of
I
them
want
with
you to
you, so,
screenshot the
hopefully
info
they'll
tab
come
of
forward
the
as well.
screenshot, which
But
would
when
show
you
the
know when
date
you're
and
hooking
time,
up with people,
which
you
would
don't
corroborate
have
your
to take
story.
photos.
Okay, it's just a
But he
taco.
named the hotel.
Hey, guys,
And yes, if you remember correctly, I do
Sorry.
have one more evidence I could share, but I'm not going
Let's
to
share
mention
it
right now.
No,
because
I'm
not
begging
going
you
do
to.
it.
This one
Whoa.
last piece of evidence Cowboy just brought up is wild. He claims he has a video of the night he met up with Ken.
Oh, hell no. Damn. No way. Oh Lord.
I'm begging you to. Please, you have all my permission. I don't give a shit. Share whatever information.
Or talk
you have.
about it,
It's not
Cowboy.
a fake
What
profile.
do you have in the
I
arsenal?
will personal message you on this. I
Me?
do not want to mention
Who,
it on
me?
here, but
Who, me?
yeah, who? Not you.
Yeah, please do.
Me?
And when he does, post
Yes.
it. I want you to
Me?
post it.
You're going to message me.
I
What
will
is it,
send
though?
to
What
you.
is it? Can I just tell us? Me?
I'd rather not say it, but it's a video.
Right.
Oh, wow. What are we going to see in this video?
Well, just let your imagination run.
Okay, let's see it.
God.
I mean, that would be fine. That would literally be like
just
the
threw up in
finite
my mouth.
evidence of all
Oh,
evidence,
it's
right?
running.
If you had
It's
some kind of
running.
picture or video. So please send whatever you think you have. And I would love
Is
to,
the lighting good?
blur out whatever you can and show my face if you have it. I would love to see it.
Blur out whatever you can.
No
So,
revenge
That's all
porn.
I'm going to say about that.
but Cowboy, you know I can't release a video. That's not good. I can't. Even if I see Ken in there, I'll confirm it if I see
Hey,
him.
one more bit. Yeah, I want you to watch the video that he sends you and then confirm it. I'd love to see it.
Dan, this morbid dude's like, do I have to? He's like, oh shit.
Or hear about it.
I know.
Cowboy, why'd you
like
go
I
back
said-
for seconds? Why'd you go back?
Right, yeah.
If he-
After describing me so horribly.
If he was
right?
terrible
Why don't you go back for more?
when you hopped on him the first time, why'd you go back for
It
seconds?
wasn't terrible
Mary, thank you.
the first time.
I don't know how else to put it, but if it was terrible the first time, why'd you go back for
I'm right
seconds?
there with you. Yeah. If
Well, the
they were
first
so
time was
dirty,
good,
why'd
but
you go
the
back
second time it was messy.
The first time
Literally.
was good. The
Well, sometimes.
second time was messy. What was good about the first time?
Whoa.
Did he bring Steve?
he was a good bottom. What can I say? I mean, he was in the bondage. I mean,
Oh, that was in the profile too. Damn, Mary, thanks for the corns. Right, exactly. Damn. He's like, I went back for seconds. Hey, well, you know.
Oh, bondage.
Oh,
Yeah.
snap it up.
Damn.
Ken keeps saying the same thing throughout this live. He said this guy is lying, he's trolling us, and Ken wants solid proof. He said this guy has no solid proof.
Well, allegedly, he had some solid proof for me. Why do y'all keep sending me these videos?
fully self-aware that there's nothing I can say that isn't going to change everyone's mind. You're going to believe what you want to believe, and that's fine. I can't win everyone over, but I'm telling you that this guy's full of shit. He's a complete liar. He's trolling all of you hard, and I wouldn't come up here begging for the real evidence. Okay, I'm talking right now, dude. So I wouldn't come up.
Damn, YouTube, hit the thumbs up button. We need to get 200 likes. We got 33 to go.
Here begging for the real evidence, like the information evidence, the photographic evidence, the video evidence, which he won't be able to provide. I even asked for a screenshot of these supposed DMs, which he might go to work on tonight and send you email with that tomorrow.
Well, he said he has a
But,
video. So.
Okay, let's see the video.
Cowboy is unsure about sharing the video with Morbid or Ken, the P video, because he's afraid Ken will then turn around and get him for revenge P.
Corns.
The video is totally nude.
But if that's actually Ken on that call right there, then he could give you permission. Have him send out some notaries.
On here, and then you turn around, and once I send this, and you're going to turn around and get me for revenge.
No, not at all. You have my utmost word right now that you can show in a court of law. I do that, and I am not. I would not do that.
He says that you have
I'm telling you right now that you have my word that I won't do that.
All right. So, okay. So you're okay. Do we have to have a cock DA, NDA cock DA? No.
He said a rooster NDA. Oh no, that's crazy as hell.
I guess you're gonna have to show your dick now.
So
damn, what platform are they on? That's not YouTube, is it?
Ken is saying, hey, if you have, my schmigma or whatever.
Oh no, don't say that word.
Go ahead and release it.
Another thing that's important to note is Cowboy says Ken did know that he was filming him.
Yeah, did he know you were filming him?
Yes.
Morbid reads a comment from the chat asking if Cowboy has a disability.
I'm reading chat, and are you a little bit like on the slower side? Your IQ, and do you have like a disability or anything like that, or you you think yes or no?
Me?
Yes, sir.
No.
Okay.
No,
we were just wondering if Ken did you take advantage of this guy who's autistic, maybe?
My turn now.
That was a theory. I just read it in chat. I'm just saying.
What?
There's a huge update regarding the man from GRINDR speaking out and Ken confronting him on YouTube Live. But yesterday we left
Oh, Lord, here we go.
off with Cowboy claiming he had a video of the night he spent with Ken, and he also said Ken knew he was recording this video. Sir Morbid, the host of the live, said, "Okay, Cowboy, if you have this video, send it over. I will view it. I will not release it to anyone. I will not post it. You have my word. I will just confirm that yes, Ken is in this video." Cowboy was worried about legal ramifications if he sent this video, and Ken promised him that he would not go after him legally. Ken gave him permission to send this video because Ken wanted to see it as well.
I mean, a picture of us together would be definite, right? You know, something like that. Like a screenshot of, I mean, even screenshots of DMs can be like altered, but like I still want to see them, right? To have a chance to debunk it.
But Cowboy, you don't have any pictures, right? I mean, I would assume if you just hit it and quit it, you're not going to take pictures.
Well, he said he had a video.
Oh.
Okay, so I'm dying to see this video. So if he emails you this video, Morbid, I would ask you politely to send it to me too, because I would love to see it, just to see, you know, what bullshit he sent you. But and then maybe you can blur out everything but my face so that you know you can show your viewers.
Also, your face is going to be in there. Is that what you're saying?
What I'm getting at is it doesn't exist. The video does not exist.
Well,
Otherwise, I wouldn't be asking for it.
So I
wouldn't be begging for it if it wasn't real. So I'm begging for it. And I said this since the beginning. I'm begging for finite.
Whoa.
Evidence, photo, video.
Cowboy,
anything.
are you reminiscing when he says, "I'm begging"? You know.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
You got it. It's entertainment, guys.
Hello Starlight says,
He said, "Are you reminiscing?" Oh no. Cowboy's over there like this. What? Huh? What?
to Ken, you know, if you were bi or gay, you know, it's okay. We wouldn't judge you for that. Would you just
Yeah, nowadays nobody cares. Like, don't do it to kids and don't do it don't hurt anybody.
come out and tell us?
Like, if you were bisexual or gay or whatever, you know that, like, it's okay and we wouldn't judge you for that. Would you? So my question is, would you just come out and say it if it were true?
I've never thought I'd be in this position to have to explain this so many times in my life, but here we are because the internet, right?
So Ken, you have a track record. Facebook, remember the guy, your buddy?
Listen,
I want to F you.
Morbid is referring to this post made by Nina, the beauty influencer. She found a comment that Ken left on Facebook on one of his friends. I think it was his coworker's Facebook account. This guy's name is Justin, and Ken left a comment saying, "I want to F." I believe after Nina posted this video, Justin contacted her and said Ken was joking. It was all a joke. If I'm wrong about that, let me know in the comments, but I believe that's what happened.
Come after me with whatever they want to come after me for. And I'm not going to convince anyone to believe me because there's nothing.
The comment like under that one said Jeff Cummings. Can't make that shit up.
I can do to convince anyone that I'm telling the truth. It's like whatever I do, it's going to be warped into the narrative how they want it to be. If I stay silent, why is Ken being silent? He must be hiding something. If I defend myself, why is he being defensive? He must be guilty. No matter what I say, what I do, it's just going to add to the narrative. So what I will say is this, and I've said this before. No, I've done this on a live. I think I touched on this in the first interview I did with you. I'm not gay. I'm not bi. I've never had any relationships with any man. Never thought I had to say that in my life, but that's the truth. And with that being said, though, I'm an ally. I'm all for the gay community. I'm all for gay rights, gay marriage. You know, life is short. You only got one of them. Be who you want to be and be happy. But I don't belong to that community. With that being said, so
of course you're going to say
people
that.
People want to shut up for a second, dude. So people want to.
Whoa.
Jay came out of the gate hot right there. Stop for a second, dude.
Go off.
Don't dismiss him, Ken. It's Cowboy. He's sweet
right now. I was quiet for the last 5 minutes of his rant. So just
all right. Let's give Ken because that is fair, and then I'll give Cowboy. All right, Ken, you have the floor.
So
Love it.
With that being said, it's like unless you have some like real hard evidence, like something.
He just.
Don't say it like that, kid. What are you doing? Oh my God. I mean, at that point, who's trolling for real now? Unless you got some kind of hard evidence.
Said
like
hard,
that.
man. I get that.
Yeah, I know. That's funny.
That is funny. At least he's got a sense of humor.
This will always be the way it is. You know, people are gonna make fake profiles, make fake
Have a big
comments,
penis?
saying that this happened. You know, all that's been provided so far is a screenshot with my Facebook photo and cutting out my grandmother, of course, and a profile that said I was 155 pounds when I'm 200. I've never even been close to 155. I'm 6 feet tall. I wish I was 155.
Dude, you're skinny back in Texas, though.
Maybe like 190 minimum.
This next clip is from a different day, a different live, and Ken is not on this live. Cowboy's on this live, of course, Morbid is, and a handful of other creators as well. So Cowboy admits that he has trolled people in the past, and Morbid is trying to get some information out of him, like what type of trolling did he do? Because, you know, Ken has said that he's trolling us. And if Cowboy has trolled in the past, he's got some experience doing this. He probably knows what he's doing and might have some tricks up his sleeve.
I just want to know
about a certain relationship that I was in with another guy. And
what's interesting is you admit that you trolled in the past. You don't do that anymore. So what were some of the things that you've done in the past that you can share? Because that would be enlightening to
it was
folks.
just a troll about another guy that I was in a relationship with. I mean, and you know, and this was back in like 5 years ago, 4 years ago. I did some trolling part back in the day, but it was done and over with. And
but was it similar to what you're doing maybe to Ken right now?
And I will find the receipts as well where I was, and I will email those to you when I was in Dallas at the time, because I did put it on my credit card. So I will send you the receipts when I was in Dallas. I'll go back in my credit cards and find the statements when I was in Dallas, and I will email those to you as well.
In part one, we found out that Ken actually worked at the hotel where Cowboy is saying they met up. I think a lot of people assumed that if this is true, if Ken met this guy from GRINDR, he met this guy where he worked because he probably got the room for free. But now Cowboy is saying he paid for the room.
Well, so that might not be doing that might not do any good for me, because I'm not disputing the fact where you were, right? You may have been in Dallas. Now, Ken wasn't in Dallas, according to the receipts.
But he might not have been. I did not say that I met him on September 11th. I said that's when the GRINDR thing was taken. I was in Dallas for 2 weeks.
Remember, Ken was asking for more solid evidence. If you take a screenshot or a picture with your iPhone, if you go to the info button, it will tell you when the picture was taken.
He didn't say solid evidence. He said hard evidence.
And the date, the time, and location. Ken wanted that information. So this is what Cowboy sent over.
14 p.m. Sunday. And it has Ken in the Hyatt Hotel, Hyatt Regency here. And so this was the proof that Cowboy that you sent. Cowboy, you're in chat, so I'm just letting you know. And of course, you could tell us otherwise, but I'm going to show you Ken's proof that debunks this. Now, this is another screenshot that Cowboy Bear provided Sunday, September 11th, 2022. And again, showing Kenny Boy over here. But this screenshot is messed up because that's his screenshot. It's just, it looks a little altered. But who knows? I'm not here to say otherwise.
Before we get to Ken's screenshot, it's important to note that Cowboy said the September 11th date is not the date he met up with Ken. That's the day he took a screenshot of Ken's profile on GRINDR. Cowboy said he did this with every person he met up with. Just in case things went wrong, he would have their information in his phone.
That was not the date that we met.
So your story is changing a bit. So September 11th was what?
It's when the GRINDR thing was on GRINDR, and I had screenshotted because.
But why does it show you and Ken in Hyatt Regency in Dallas?
No, it shows I was in a Hyatt Regency, and I had screenshotted the GRINDR post.
Wait, hold on one second, Cowboy. Slow your roll a bit. One of your screenshots shows his face in the Regency.
Morbid is right. This is Cowboy's screenshot. The screenshot he took on September 11th, he's claiming this was a screenshot of Ken's GRINDR profile, does show Ken's picture.
The Regency. That I screenshotted, okay? When I screenshotted the GRINDR post, okay? It says screenshot. If you look at it, it says screenshot.
But your original story,
I screenshotted it from GRINDR, and then it shows where I was at in the location. I was at the hotel, and
the Hyatt where you hooked up with Ken, and that was September 11th.
That was from the GRINDR ad that I had screenshot. I had screenshotted the ad in the hotel because I was there at the hotel.
So then what's the news story now? So when did y'all hook up? Do you know the date? Do you remember the date?
It was
after the 11th of September?
It was like, I want to say like the 15th or the 16th.
So now you're
I was
saying
there for 2 weeks.
September 15th or 16th, you
Yeah,
hooked up.
I was there for 2 weeks. Yes.
Why did you go to Dallas a few days before?
Huh?
Why'd you go to Dallas September 11th or 10th or whenever?
Because I was there on vacation. I was there for 2 weeks.
Because what? Because you're going to meet Ken?
No, because I have family in Dallas. I was there. I went to the gay district in Dallas on Cedar Springs. I was there for 2 weeks. I mean, people do go on vacation.
Well, I understand that, but how did you?
Yeah,
and I had the GRINDR app, and that's what I did. People met on the GRINDR app.
Why would you send a screenshot of the 11th when that wasn't the date? That was what we're asking.
I was showing the screenshot that he was on GRINDR. The ad was on GRINDR. I screenshotted because when I meet people, I screenshot.
Right.
And I
So
put it in my phone in case something happens. We had planned on meeting, and that's what happened. We met.
So far, Cowboy has sent a screenshot of September 11th, and apparently,
Oh my word.
there was some confusion somewhere. Morbid thought that was the day he actually met up with Ken, but Cowboy is saying, no, that's just the day I took the screenshot of his GRINDR profile. We actually met up on the 15th or 16th of September. I'm assuming when Morbid received the screenshot from Cowboy showing September 11th, he went to Ken and said, Cowboy is saying he met up with you on September 11th. He sent a screenshot of September 11th. Do you have an alibi? Ken wanted to debunk everything this guy was saying.
Oh,
so
no.
this is what he sent Morbid.
Anyhow, this is what Ken showed, and he was very happy about this. So he shows a screenshot of what he was doing on the day before, September 10th, 2022. And he was, I guess he was with his mom or something. I have to read this.
Gary, thank you.
I have to read his email. Let me do him some justice here. Okay, that's not his mom. That's his grandma. Okay. He says, so I went to look for that part of the stream, and I couldn't be more ecstatic about the day Cowboy chose to lie about this because I have proof I wasn't even in town, let alone
snap,
the state of Texas. It just so happens that I was in Macomb, Georgia at my grandmother's funeral celebration of life from September 10th through September 12th, 2022, which again, Cowboy, you said that he was there September 11th, 2022, according to your screenshots. And so Ken provided this screenshot here of his celebration of life for his grandmother, I believe. And so you see that dated there. Now, if that's not proof enough for you. Now, of course, as people do, they know how to alter these type of things. And Ken gave it a try after getting some help from some folks. Ken has showed us this picture right here, as you can see, Gypsy and Ken, dated Friday, August 5th, 2022, which was what, today? But he sent it to me yesterday.
Yes.
So he's doing it in future time. Same sort of thing. And look, they're in Hyatt Regency Dallas.
Yeah, okay.
So he's, so that's
sure
makes sense, right? I mean, if Ken can do it, well, yeah. Cowboy, you may have been debunked. And, his is a little bit more clear as far as the definition of it, the high definition of that. So I wanted to share that. And there is a screenshot that Ken wanted me to show and gave me permission to, which kind of debunks more of Cowboy's theories here. So I'll set that up in a moment. Give me a moment.
A creator on the live also made a good point. She said that you can edit the location of a picture. If you take a picture and go to the location, you can edit that. So just because someone shows the information on a picture, she said that doesn't mean it's 100% true because you can edit that information.
But Ken sent it to me and he gave me permission to show it. I haven't seen it personally, so let's see what this recording shows us. Take a look at the screen. There's no music or anything, so he's refreshing his email. Going to Ken A. Erker, Gmail. Okay. Expedia, Atlanta. That he purchased. He purchased a flight from Dallas to Atlanta September 10th. You see that? Yeah. Landing September 10th.
Well, he just showed us how you could fake a profile thing. Why can't this necessarily be fake?
Well, that's why he screen recorded, because he went into his Gmail account to show.
Okay.
I mean, he went the extra step. Come on, man. It bothered him that much.
He doesn't want people thinking he's a bottom. He's a gay bottom. Yeah, okay.
So there's more
Ooh.
proof than what Cowboy showed. Now, Cowboy, maybe you can do a screen recording.
He's one up on Cowboy, that's for sure.
Cowboy
Oh man, he might have just lassoed the cowboy,
claims he has a video of
and not in the good way.
the night he spent with Ken. Cowboy is saying because of the angle from where the camera was sitting in the bed and everything, you cannot see who he's having sex with.
Oh Lord.
He said the video just basically shows the back of him, so there's no point in sending the video because you won't be able to confirm who
But didn't he say that he saw his face?
he's having sex with.
About it the way that is comfortable, but anyways, the angle of the camera and the bed it would be hard to screenshot what you want because of the angle, the position.
We want to see the bubble butt, baby.
Well, it's kind of hard
Oh no.
to see that when I'm on top of someone.
Oh.
And
Oh, don't worry about the
the
angles.
legs are over
Trust
my
me, we don't
shoulders.
mind.
I don't know what you
Send us every angle, baby.
I mean, when, I don't want to be graphic on here, but I'm just saying there is positions on the video that's going to be hard to see anything because the only thing that you're really going to see is just basically me because the way.
Right return. So it's a guy that claims he met Gypsy's boyfriend, the baby daddy or whatever, on the app, and they did some things. But now his story is kind of falling apart.
The camera angle is.
Long story short, Cowboy did not send the video to Morbid.
I was
Oh,
quite disappointed because I did not receive a video, and I was looking forward to it. I was going to play it on my big screen, and so I did not get that.
Morbid has been
see, like when you see, that's what you're supposed to do. I was gonna play it on my big screen.
a lot of time talking to both Ken and Cowboy. Like he has heard both of their stories multiple times. He has spoken to them for hours on these lives, but he doesn't share his thoughts and opinions at the end of the video. Instead, he says his opinion doesn't matter.
Whether you feel that Ken debunked Cowboy Bear, I mean, you got more information than you wanted to. My opinion doesn't matter, and it really doesn't.
But Morbid said on TikTok that Ken debunked everything.
So last week or so when I had Ken Erker on my live show over at YouTube, and he was battling the Cowboy Bear, which ultimately ended up being debunked. Anyhow,